You're watching PTV.
Chicken lickin'.
I'd like...
We're closed, lady.
My cousin's dropped in.
Lady, I'm mopping up.
What are you mopping with?
What am I mopping with?
What kind of cleaner?
A liquid.
Mix some spick and span.
Spick and span.
Want to get home? It'll put power in the water. Go over where you just cleaned.
But it's clean.
Look, spick and span wouldn't leave all that greasy dirt.
Hey, thanks, lady. If there's anything I could ever do for you.
I have these cousins who dropped in.
Spick and span gets the dirt liquid cleaners leave behind.
from the San Francisco Bay Area. It's time for PTV Live. And now, here are the stars of PTV Live: Arnie, Doug, Ben, and Sherry. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to PTV Live. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
We're noticing Sherry's asking, Chippy D, where are you from? But
We have randos following us.
someone just followed, I guess, found us. They loved the Carl's Jr. review about that awful, nasty chicken sandwich.
Yeah, Doug, they are not randos. They are our villagers. Welcome.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us.
We're random people. I'm gonna go pick up some randos.
See, like the peep that's right back here. That's kind of random.
Yeah, we're all random. Misfits. Odd. Strange. Different.
Paul and Kelly are here.
Aww.
It's boy, it's warm here.
I gotta show Paul and Kelly this.
What?
Give me the glass. No, the glass.
Glass?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Picture this: a giant bathtub. I said this to them. It's exactly like this. It literally looks like a giant. Two people are in this giant bathtub. That's a giant champagne glass.
It's a picture from the 70s.
It's so hideous. When I send and text stuff, you know it's going to be gold. I don't just random send out jokes. And...
I don't know.
Doug.
Oh, I got to send you that bathtub, the giant champagne bathtub. It's hideous.
Yeah.
So,
Glendora is having one installed. That's great. Oh, that's wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah, Benji dropped another video yesterday this morning about jellyfish. So check it out on his channel. Let's go to the park. We have the ceiling fan on for the first time this year.
It's actually spring, like it's over 82 degrees in our backyard because we face the south, so it's warm. Ish. Not a big fan of the sun and the heat, but I went to go get the mail and walked around. I do like when the weather is neither hot or cold.
We have the Jersey Boys.
So it's actually gorgeous out, and then it's supposed to go back to cold and rainy this weekend.
We have the Jersey Boys with us. Let's Celebrate TV. They were live yesterday showing about important things, about essentials in the kitchen for tools and things. And we were watching them as we were driving to San Francisco yesterday.
Picking up our friends at the airport.
We were picking up friends. And so the traffic was bad on the bridge. If you saw the opening, that's what that was.
Yeah. It's a weird bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Paul says it's 40 degrees there.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
Chilly in Chicago.
It is chilly in Chicago. And
I'm not ready for winter to be yet, even though spring started on Thursday. I like today's weather. I'm just not ready for spring or heat.
No, I get it.
We have Jim.
Mike.
Some more sunshine, please.
We can. It's actually getting more sunshine here. Jim's show is live tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on his YouTube channel. More sunshine,
Mike
please.
is going to Joanne Fabric.
I know.
Yeah. Jim is going to be discussing National Waffle Day, but he's wavering on whether or not he's going to do that.
Yeah, I want to know what Mike Wheeler is doing going to Joanne's.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Why wouldn't you go to Joanne? They're going out of business, so just grab it.
But they don't have good pricing though.
Well, not
is
yet.
It still 20%, or is it still?
I haven't been in this week or looked it up to see.
Yeah, it's been a few days since Sherry last dragged me there.
But they've been talking about new merchandise coming in, so.
Well, they have to get rid of these giant warehouses, so they got to purge.
They have to purge.
Yeah.
They do.
Another one bites the chips.
I saw a YouTuber who had she'd gone in last week and they had just put out stock that they had just gotten from one of the warehouses, and there were like 6 or 7 bolts of the same fabric.
Yeah.
But the pricing wasn't. But the pricing wasn't good, so.
Well, let's see. So far, it's Joanne and now Forever 21.
Yeah, everything's just biting the dust here, people.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting some needle threaders and other little knick-knack stuff.
Okay, well, good. All right.
Well, let's start the show.
Yeah, let's actually start with Chatty.
True, KB Toys did know.
So Richard says we're already derailed. That's what you're derailed when you phone in the show. So
yeah, we don't know what we're doing.
Jeremy likes your Bucky's shirt.
Oh,
okay. So
somebody else did too.
Chatty is hanging in the great room right now. He's just hanging on a little side table. Where that is where we normally have our crystal tree that rotates for the Christmas grove, Christmas forest. That's where that table normally is, and Chatty's just hanging out there this week. So it's Chatty.
But do you have your ficus there?
Yeah, the ficus is there. It's just off to the side.
Off to the left.
Yeah, it's off to the left. So
Chatty needs
a Bucky Beaver to keep company. I don't have a Bucky Beaver, actually.
I won't get it until I go there.
Yeah.
So I don't want any rando stuff that I haven't experienced.
Well,
oh dear Lord.
Let's get started by mixing some cocktails.
Yeah.
So Sherry's actually mixing a cocktail. What are you mixing tonight, Sherry?
Well, Ben wanted some Malibu and pineapple juice, and I'm chipping away at my ice. And I'm going to do a Malibu, but I'm going to do the Malibu peach with some peach schnapps and pineapple juice.
Oh, very nice.
That's called a fuzzy navel.
You can call it that.
I think it's called a fuzzy navel.
Hello from snowy Ontario.
I'm so
and it's 80 degrees in our backyard, Daniela.
82 degrees. We're officially in spring.
Yeah.
The weeds are blooming. The flowers are blooming. A lot of noise from birds.
And lots of pollen.
So,
allergies are crazy.
Yeah, Sherry's going crazy with that straw there.
I am. I couldn't find my stir. I was in a hurry, so.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, let's go ahead and do the cocktail cam here. And we can show, I'm going to be doing an aviation. This is an interesting drink. I'm not really much of a gin drinker.
No, not a huge gin.
There are people watching us that do really like gin.
It's because they're bitter, you know.
Well, it's very, very herbal. It's a very herbal cocktail.
It's very British.
But I'm going to go ahead and start making this. This one, I've actually gotten compliments on my aviation. So I'm going to go ahead and put the ice from our chilled coupe glasses.
I love this. I've had this drink. Oh my gosh.
And add some more ice to it. All right. So
Ben's really pouring his.
I'm going to start by putting in the fresh lemon juice. Doug did a nice job of squeezing a lemon. So we've got 1.5 ounces that's going to go right in the tin. And then I'm going to take this and pour in, because I'm doubling the drink, so Doug and I can each have one. This is going to be 4 ounces.
Yes, Richard. We each are going to have one.
We're going to do 4 ounces of gin. And to see, if you want consistency with your cocktails, you got to measure out your cocktail.
You got to measure. I weigh and measure everything.
Yeah.
I think my biggest tool that I use so much that I enjoy in the kitchen is my scale.
Yeah. So
we're not measuring anything over here.
I kind of figured that.
That's a pretty simple cocktail.
It's just
make it as strong as you want.
Whatever. Oh, I'll add no, it's a little too strong. I'll add some more juice. Oh, that's a little too strong. I'll add some more. Not strong enough.
So that was 4 ounces of gin that went in there. Yes. And then I'm going to go with the maraschino liqueur, which is made by Luxardo.
Is it big gulp size, Sherry?
There we go. That's Luxardo.
What?
Is it big gulp size? How much did you have in your drink? Yeah, it's huge.
All right.
Wow.
This is going to be 1 ounce since I am doubling the cocktail.
Okay, while Arnie's pouring, we need to say that, did we already talk about today, what today is?
Oh, no, that's right. We didn't. Yeah.
Today is.
Well, I've got it here. Let me.
Today is.
Oh, well, yeah. Let me go back here. That's where I have the picture. It's National Cocktail Day.
Yep.
So that's why everyone's mixing cocktails.
Cheers.
Okay. Now, I've got the maraschino in there.
He's now kerfuffled.
And I'm going to put in this. This is creme de violette.
What?
Paul, no glue guns tonight.
And for this is going to add a nice lavender hue to the drink, which is perfect for
pastel purple.
The first show of spring.
We needed that.
It's half an ounce that goes in here.
It looks like Dimetap, the cough syrup that I used to get as a kid.
Yeah. I'm going to put that in.
And the long, the child-proof serving spoon that's like a tube.
So I put that in.
It's like a spoon, a measuring spoon.
Caitlin does mocktails. Sparkling non-alcohol Bellini. Ooh, that's nice. That's very nice. Okay, so I've got everything in. Let me go ahead and put that on and give it a shake.
Gary's complaining about the peach schnapps possibly being stale.
Here.
I'm on pineapple. I'm not on peach.
The peach is good.
All right. Where's the strainer? I left the strainer.
Do you really need it? Ugh.
Yeah, Doug.
I gotta go fetch.
Doug's gonna go fetch the strainer. In
I
the
just
meantime, while I'm waiting for Doug,
rum.
Sherry, and Ben,
Yes.
let me see your cocktails. And that's, Sherry, you've got peach schnapps.
I've got peach schnapps, pineapple juice, and
Peach flavored Malibu.
Malibu peach.
Oh, Malibu peach. That's very nice. And Ben, yours just is pineapple with pineapple rum?
A straight Malibu and pineapple.
But mine needs a little bit more rum.
Yeah, you gotta have more rum than pineapple.
So help me, if I have to pick you up off the floor of this studio.
An evening without a cocktail and a proper glass is not a proper evening.
Well, considering that these are pints, I'm saying that this is a proper glass for what I'm drinking.
Oh, you're gonna pee all night. I could just see that.
Okay, let me go ahead and pour this in. I'm going to strain it into the coupe glasses.
I saw a quote. It says, "I don't sleep at night anymore. I pee all night with taking naps in between when I pee and get up and pee."
True that.
I was like, oh, that's very light.
It's a very light
lavender.
It's a very pale lavender.
Okay.
It may be pale lavender in front of you, but it looks like swill.
It looks
gray. Yeah, it doesn't look that good. But it's pale.
But I'm going to go give this a try.
It's perfect. I mean, it's really perfect.
Oh my gosh, that is perfect.
It tastes like rum and Dimetap.
And this is pineapple. This is pineapple.
Gin and it tastes like gin.
Oh, and I see that. That is a nice warming sensation I'm getting too. You know, guys, you Jersey boys out there, nice gin.
Looks like a clog sink.
See, the gin is what.
That's what I'm saying. It looks terrible.
No, it's pale.
You need to float a little flower in it.
Like maybe an orchid.
It looks like pollution.
Like a pansy or something. It's very pale purple.
Danielle says it looks like our clogged sink water.
It's gin and Dimetap.
That recipe sounds really good. I just don't have any gin here. I'm not a big gin person. I like rum.
See, I'm not really much of a gin drinker, but this cocktail,
the maraschino liqueur and the lemon juice completely get rid of all the gin.
That was my favorite. I mean, that was my coworker's favorite drink.
Oh. So Todd says you need to make your own drink. He actually has, if you do a search for Pepper Tree Villa and search Jungle Cruise cocktail, you'll find a drink that Doug created.
I did create that drink.
Yeah,
I mean,
and it's
Still
the
okay.
reason why we called it the Jungle Cruise was because once it was all mixed together, it looked like the water from the Jungle River at Disneyland.
Yeah, it really was so, and I was so lit drinking it because I
Yeah.
drank so much.
It
of
was a
I couldn't
strong one.
stop drinking it. It was
But-
very tropical and tiki.
But yeah, just search out Jungle Cruise cocktail
It
on
looked
Pepper Tree Villa.
It looked
and
like the water.
You'll find the Jungle Cruise.
Dark
right.
green water.
We have drinks in hand.
Oh, let's get some Hallmark going.
Let's get some Hallmark going. Is right. Well, I'm very pleased with this cocktail. So, hearts around the table, Jenna's first love.
1 down, 3 more to go.
The first refers to the fact that this is the first film, it turns out. Jenna plans a charity event. Imagine that, an event planner. Jenna plans a charity event for billionaire Tom Redlands, but to Jenna's surprise, Tom's right-hand man is Andrew, Jenna's high school sweetheart, whom she hasn't seen in years. Will they find that love was there all along? This starred Ashley Newbro, Steve Lund, and Mindy Cohn. Mindy Cohn, if you remember, was from the show Facts of Life. This was back in the late 70s to the 80s.
Yeah.
She played which character?
She played one of them.
Natalie. That was the name of her character.
She is what, 3 years younger to you guys.
Yeah, she is 3 years younger than me, and
looked like crap. I mean, she looked really old.
Well, she was supposed to be. Yeah, she was.
But she's 50 something. She's
a few years younger than these. I'm like, she's in her late 50s, and then she looked like she was in her mid 60s.
Yeah, Caitlin. Actually, we watched that one. That one showed on Hallmark for the first time about a year ago at this time, and we did review it, and we did approve of the film. We liked it.
Okay, let's go back to the movie. Yeah,
Jenna's first love. Jenna is not just an event planner. She's also someone who grew up in a foster home, and that is what Mindy Cohn's character is. Her name is Angie, and she runs a foster home for I don't know for how many years she's been doing it, but these kids are grown adults. They have now careers and so forth. And then there's yet another child there in the home is high school, I guess. Junior high or high school, something like that. His name is Rory. Anyway, kind of a disjointed connection there with all these kids, but I get it. They're from a foster home, so they were all raised by Angie when they needed it because, foster children really need a lot of guidance in a situation like that.
And she takes in the older ones that grow out of the system.
Yeah.
So she takes in the ones that need like a halfway house or whatever. So
well, they don't outgrow the system till they're 18. So but nobody likes getting the older ones. They like the younger ones.
Not junior high and high school, and I think she takes into all those. So what did you two think of it?
At the beginning I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I ended up liking it. It was for me a middle of the road film.
Okay.
I liked the storyline. I liked the way that Angie interacted with all of her foster kids and how they found it very important to stay connected and had that family dinner on Sundays.
Okay.
That's what I liked about it.
But they always meet on Sundays for Sunday dinner. It's a weekly check-in for all the kids that she has raised in her foster home.
That they're always welcome.
I had a few questions about it, though. I don't know how she began being a foster mother. How is it that as a foster mother was she able to afford that house? Because that house was huge and gorgeous on a beautiful piece of property.
In the Washington, D.C. metro area.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that house, I have to say, though, that house is the house for Chesapeake Bay or Chesapeake Shores.
Oh, yeah. It was the North Pacific.
It's definitely
a Northwest Pacific house. It's not in Washington.
It's definitely been used.
So, did we really need to know that?
We might find out how she got to be a foster person. See, I'm just curious because she's by herself and, having a house like that by herself is already hard. And it didn't appear to me that she was she had a job or worked.
No.
So I'm just curious, how did she
Well,
get
there's
that
any
house?
number of things. She may have inherited it. She may have been like an old school
Yeah,
trust fund
those
kid
The
that
those are all valid.
was
I just want to know.
Yeah, we
well,
just
the
were
other
curious
thing
how
of
she
it
got to
is,
be.
though, Arnie, is that she actually went to that gala,
Mm-hmm.
which led me to believe that she wasn't there just to support her foster daughter.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point.
She was there to donate.
Yeah, that's a good point. So Daniela says that she really tried with this one, but she was easily distracted during it. Um, Doug and I
I
were
can see that.
as
I
we
could-
watched the film. The one word that kept coming back to our mouths was the word bland. This was a very bland film. There was nothing very exciting about it.
There was no hissing, no massive confrontation, no ugly misunderstanding, no
no.
hissing.
No, there was an ugly
No, she
misunderstanding
gave
in that.
attitude at the table. That's all it was
No,
attitude.
That's not what I'm talking
No. What
about.
I'm saying is that the misunderstanding was from her. It was from him, assuming that she wanted to date his boss.
Yeah,
So
the
he
millionaire.
misunderstood that whole scenario.
Yeah.
No, ugly. You didn't hear me say ugly misunderstanding where they were really ugly about it. You know, they
Well,
were.
well,
Nobody was. It was so wholesome in Little House on the Prairie that
Well,
you
no,
just.
no, no. There was also there was a lot of ugly discussion around the dinner table when he came for that
Yeah.
one lunch.
I didn't think it was that ugly. That was
Okay.
calming and soothing. She just
Wait,
gave attitude.
No,
Sherry
No,
it
was
was
no,
not
no.
calming and
Sherry
Sherry
was
was
giving
nasty.
attitude.
It was not calming and soothing. She was upset. She was very angry and was very visible.
Oh,
with it.
I didn't think
Sherry
it was that
very
ugly.
nasty.
I did
No,
not get it
now,
was ugly.
now the thing is
Yeah.
that when she did hiss about that, he did want to make sure that it was
Just
definitely
because of her mother.
that he wanted to clear the air. He wanted to make sure
Mhm.
that they knew exactly what happened, and he said she was the love of my life in high school.
I had also a problem why she got so not
Oh.
confrontational. It's like they were in high school. They were graduating. They were young, late teenagers. It's like no big deal.
Okay.
And she's making it sound like
Ed-
she was stood up at the altar.
So Lisa's telling me that Ed is saying that that the whole thing was in the script. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that little section, then find out what's going on with that.
I didn't get that.
Paul Eichenlove, our Hallmark savant, said that he agrees with Sherry, but did not know that Andrew wanted to get her back. But how she knew?
How did she know?
Yeah,
How did she not know?
yeah.
Yeah.
It was an average film for him, 2.5 Ben burritos. Sherry, what did
I
you
think
score it?
for her, I scored it at a 5.5.
Ben, what did you score the film?
I gave it a 5. It was very middle of the road. There were
Yeah.
it was not engaging enough
I
to
think-
really be higher than that.
I think the reason I gave it a 5.5 was because I liked the very end of the movie where Rory was made aware of how much they cared for him.
Okay, I get that.
Because he thought he was going to get booted
I
out
really-
for getting a bad grade.
I really
Yeah.
felt bad for Rory. He almost seemed like a character that was almost shoehorned into the story to give them something to do to fill out the script.
Well, no, I didn't feel that
No,
way.
I did
'cause
not
he
get
was
that at
just-
all.
He
Well,
was
no-
just a new
Yeah.
foster kid in the home.
Yeah.
That
I
was
did not
all.
get that.
I get it. I get it. But was it important to have him there because he lent nothing to the story? It was
I
a
thought
secondary
he
story.
did.
It was a secondary story that could have just been cut out of the script. It did not need to be there.
Oh, I don't know.
That's nitpicky, but I
Yeah.
thought he was fine with
But
it.
it
I
was,
thought
but it was very middle of the road. It was entertaining, but it wasn't one
Yeah.
of their best.
we were on a high of 3 10s in a row, and getting
Yeah.
this where we thinking that was going to come into it. It was a high bar. We gave it a 6.
Yeah.
I was engaged enough.
So yeah.
Potato chips to put on your
So
salad.
we went ahead and gave it a 6, and it turns out that we all agree that it was about a middle of the
It
road
was
film.
just-
But the word again, bland. That's just the way I can describe the film. Next week, this next Saturday is the
Sherry's.
second Sherry's second something. I forget what it is, but it's coming. And then there's a third and a fourth film that are all part
They're
of
going around the table.
Could it be Sherry's second confrontation?
Maybe.
I mean,
or maybe Sherry's second chance.
It was just very basic, middle of the road.
It might be. It might be Sherry's second chance. So yeah, this was a very bland film. I'm hopeful that there will be more. I guess more character development with the other films that are coming. That we will learn more about what's going on and why these people still really love each other and hang out together. I get it. I know that they have that connection with the house, but I want to see a little bit more develop.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just very milquetoast. It was very Little House on the Prairie. I mean, there was a lot of lovey-dovey. There was a lot of connection. It was just basic.
All right. Well, that's how we felt about it. This is one of those films that you could say, if you want to watch it, yeah, but we're not really going to step out there and recommend it.
It's very beige.
You know which one Tom and I watched the other night, or I rewatched? Nope. Was the one with the twin brothers who are the chefs?
Oh, Mix Up in Martini.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did review that one a few years ago. Actually,
yeah, we did.
We actually did a watch party with that one.
I had fun watching.
Yeah, that was a good watch. But we'll be right back. We're going to clean up here, but we'll be right back. You're watching PTV Live.
Ecru. Eggshell.
Welcome to the heartbeat of Orlando, where style meets the Sunshine State. Express your love for Orlando with our casual line of clothing, celebrating the iconic 407 area code. Feel the vibe. Wear the pride. 407 Original Brand Apparel. Available at theorlandoguy.com.
You're watching PTV.
For Jim Baxter and Bill Drake, today begins like any other spring day. But for their wives, it's a spring day with a difference, a spring cleaning day. That's Jean Baxter. She does it the hard way. Washing powder, suds everywhere, hard scrubbing, rinsing, and wiping dry. But Betty Drake has different ideas. She's using Flash, the modern household cleaner. There's no rinsing, no wiping dry. Just a quick once-over, so she just whips through her spring cleaning. Flash absorbs dirt at a touch, cuts spring cleaning time right in half. Ah, here come the menfolk. Their day's work done. But poor Jean Baxter is still up to her eyes. Bill Drake comes home to find everything shipshape and clean as a new pin. All done with Flash, with no rinsing, no wiping dry. Flash has cleaned those painted ceilings, walls and woodwork in half the time. Use Flash. Flash cuts spring cleaning time in half.
Puffs, crab salad puffs.
Wanda says diarrhea is good for you. I think it is if you're trying to lose weight.
A little gastric distress.
Oh, you guys.
I'm just thinking about a character from SCTV. So
just stop it. Yeah. Stop it right now.
I could tell you about the Disneyland experience when I had gastric distress.
Yeah.
Stop. All right. Enough already, Doug.
You liked that story. You told me to say it on air.
I did not.
Yes, you did. I told the story and you're like, oh my gosh, we got to share that.
I did not.
Well, anybody, I wasn't feeling that so fresh. There was a stroller with a little baby right next to me. We're waiting for the fireworks on Main Street. Eons ago.
And it wasn't me this time.
I'm going to shove this up where... So there's this baby in the stroller. I'm waiting for the fireworks. Well, again, I was not feeling so fresh. So I had to evacuate some... And the mother turned around, looked at the baby, and says, I just changed your diaper. And I'm sitting there and I'm just kind of like... And I mean, it was really bad. And she was so upset because she thought the baby just blew a load. And it was just like, I will never forget that. But it was very funny. It's great when there's people around you. You can blame it on other people. I was having...
It says I feel so close to Doug now.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I will never forget that moment. It was just like... So if you want to do it close to a baby in a stroller and walk away. Because you just blame it on the kid. I've done that twice.
You're awful.
Yes, I've done it.
You are awful.
I try to hold it, control it, I just let it rip in.
Okay.
And then I just walk away, and you blame it on the kid.
I want to highlight
kids.
I want to highlight a couple comments that came up.
Oh yeah, they live in a coal mine. I saw that commercial. I found the commercial.
Hold on, this is the one I want. Can I give a cheap plug that we just had our first cooking class on Saturday, Fox Hollow. Now that they've gone 5 years on their channel, they are now starting to get gigs for teaching how to cook.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And yeah. Maybe she's cleaning the film left off by cigarette smoke.
Yeah, that's
Hashtag
true.
tobacco fun.
And then they went out and went into the bedroom. They started making babies. I'm like, after you spring clean, you're in the mood to go have some fun and just behind the sheets. I'm like, I found that commercial, and I'm like, for one thing, do they live in a coal mine? And why would you have sex after cleaning? I would not be in the mood. And these commercials of the 50s were just wrong.
I'm feeling dizzy.
Oh my gosh. Well, a piece of candy might help that. Let's go ahead.
They went behind the door.
Let's try a taste of Canada.
Crispy Crunch.
We are doing Crispy Crunch, yes.
Yeah, we're obsessed over the Canadian stuff. They're so much better than we are.
There it is, Crispy Crunch.
I can't open this.
So, yeah, we're going to give this a try and see how it goes.
I love finding these vintage commercials.
It looks
I mean,
good.
you do. You start clutching your pearls big time when you see how bad they really are. Holy crap. This is really hard.
It's like a Butterfinger.
But better.
Mm-hmm.
It's very Butterfingery.
But I like it better.
It's close to the molasses chips at See's Candies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like this.
They are very molassesy.
Yeah. Crispy Crunch, Cadbury's, definitely.
I chose the wrong day to start counting calories.
That's a good one. You Canadians. I'll tell you, Canadians have got it down.
Mm-hmm. Wilma, you're not alone. There are lots of people who have a weakness for their candy.
Wilma has a weakness for candy. Stick around. You're not going to want to miss our little venture to a candy shop.
Right? Yeah.
We'll show that a little later.
I finally got to it.
But right now, I think it's time to check something out. Velveteen Lounge Kitchen.
Oh, I love them.
This is really hard. Subconscious inhibition.
I did chunk it on the side. Need bigger teeth.
Stuff. Sherry, you're the one in our little group of four here that got more crap delivered to the house.
Yeah, we didn't.
I did. I actually got a few items today. Need to get them off of the floor here. And they're all slippery because they're in plastic bags.
This is my life.
Oh, shut up. You would miss it if I wasn't here.
You could do this too.
Okay. Why are you sounding like mom now?
I got a new pair of shoes, for one.
What are they?
They're just flats for summer. And I got them on clearance on... I'll tell you real quick who it was from.
It says Innovations.
QVC?
HSN.
HSN.
Home shopping.
Okay. Oh, see, my feet are
it's hard
picky.
to find wide width shoes because that's what I need. They're J-Boo.
Yeah, Jaboo.
And I got them on clearance for $27.99.
Hey, Ben, that reminds me of the Great American Shoe Store bottom of the shoes. Remember?
Oh my gosh, that's right.
When the G wore off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're really comfy. They've got a memory foam insert. So
How did you know that you like them?
I got them to try them.
Oh.
I actually bought a pair of their clogs to try.
Oh, so you knew of the company though?
Only after I tried the clogs from HSN.
Okay.
And then I saw these ones on sale, and I thought, well, I'll give them a try for the summer. So I got that. Then I'm
like Goldilocks when it comes to feet. They have to be just right.
See, that's me too. And having wide width feet.
Pride of St. Petersburg. HSN.
It's hard to find.
Oh,
then I also got a package from Temu. I'm helping decorate for a baby shower in May.
Yeah, it's the weekend before Memorial Day weekend.
And it's a forest themed shower, and I'm in charge of decorating the head table and the 10 regular tables. So I got these little stand-up wood cutouts.
Looks like Fox Hollow.
For for the head table. I also got the cutest little stuffed animals that came in.
And the greens that went with it.
And these are candle rings that I'm going to use kind of on the center of the table. Then I also got border fabric for my fall quilt.
Oh, no, nice little pumpkins there.
That's a very 70s retro.
Yeah, all of the prints in the quilt are like that. Love it. And then I follow a YouTube channel called So Yeah Guys out of Las Vegas. And they had these panels on sale for $5 a piece. So I bought some of them to incorporate into quilts, but this one especially I got to
yeah, this is just a sample of them. There's a truckload of them in the living room.
There is not. But these are what some of them look like, and I'm going to use them to use as banners at the shower.
Okay, that's cute.
So there's that.
Nice.
I got a couple of fall ones. I got one with chickens on it for Ben.
Oh, that's right. He likes chicken. Ugh.
I do like chickens.
Oh,
chickens are funny.
This one,
you like to eat them too.
What it's like, because this one is Route 66, is what it says.
Ben, Jamie says, "Be nice."
Oklahoma, Texas, California, Missouri.
Interesting. All right, they're all on Route 66.
New Mexico, Kansas. Okay.
Yeah, so I got a couple of fall ones, and then a couple of I got an owl.
Oh, your mom would like that, Doug.
Oh, my mom loves owls. I like owls. I like them.
So at any rate, that's
just
what
they kill birds in our yard.
They all came in today, so I'm pretty excited because the fall ones I'm excited about because I've got some fall fabric already that I'm going to incorporate into it.
Sherry, Jim says that there's an HSN outlet near him, and it's full of stuff that even compulsive shoppers won't buy.
Oh, I can only imagine. Well, just think, June 20th is really the first day of fall. It's supposed to be, meteorological or astronomical astronomical summer.
Yeah.
But June 20th is usually when we start thinking about fall.
There's another fall one. Here's one of the chickens for Ben.
Okay.
Ugh, they're
That's
so
awesome.
bland and stupid.
Oh, that's what I got.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Janet. That's very kind of you.
Oh, you don't want to know the color of the sky in our world. You're so nice and happy. They're like,
yeah, Paul, you are
in
not
a little
wrong.
box like this. Woo.
All right. Well, there are some things that happened around here, so why don't we talk about that?
This is
all right.
Great. I'm done.
This is
so good.
A power couple update. That is the screen capture from just before we went live tonight.
The eagles.
The eaglets are still in their nest, but you can see that they are getting bigger.
They spring cleaned. They got rid of all the dead
birds
if you look, fish.
If you look around the perimeter of the nest, yesterday there were a bunch of bird carcasses and fish carcasses and things like that that they pull from for nourishment.
Because they lost one of their eaglets, right?
Yeah, yes, they did.
Yeah.
It was the first chick that hatched.
It's sad. But, it's nature. But there's two of them there. We do not know where Jackie and Shadow, the mom and dad, are.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're fine.
They flew off. They left the eaglets alone in the nest.
It's beautiful. I mean, the weather here in California is just
Did they warn them about having parties with other birds?
They went out for
I'm sure they're fine.
That's what they did. Parents went out for a drink.
Yeah, they went out for a drink, but yeah, they really cleaned up the nest.
Yeah, they did.
Come to find out, an eagle's nest could be the size of a queen size bed.
Yeah.
And about 3 to 4 feet deep. They're huge.
They are huge nests.
I mean, you're learning more, and the schools down there get the name. If you donate, they're going to name these two eaglets.
Yes. As a matter of fact, this week, if you go on to the Friends of Big Bear Valley website, you can then list a name that you think one of the chicks should be named.
Yeah.
And then the local elementary school, they usually have the 3rd grade class of the local elementary school name the chicks.
Oh.
But this year it's going to be the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade classes because the 3rd grade class of last year and the year before were not able to do it because there were no viable eggs.
There was no eggs
so
decided to hatch.
They thought it was only fair that everyone that was in that 3rd grade class at that school during the last 3 years
going through the naming process, the convention of trying to name them.
So if you put in your name by April 1st, they'll put it into the list that the elementary school will vote on next Tuesday.
I'll have to ask my nephew and his wife about all of that because they live in Big Bear.
Yeah, do that. We'll find out about it.
It's very fascinating. So we're
Herb and Roger done.
Kind of like Ma Bell and Mabel and some kind of old folky thing. They're top of the food chain.
But go ahead and go to their website, name and put in your name idea, and the kids will vote on it. So, anyway, the next thing, Ben, you said you had a microwave story.
Yes. A few years ago. Let's start back. We remodeled our kitchen back in the mid-aught decade, as Doug likes to refer to it as.
Yeah, it's been
and
2003.
We had changed from a stove with an oven and a cooktop in one unit, standalone, to a built-in cooktop on our counter. So we needed a fan above that, and we opted for a combination microwave and fan.
And light.
Well, yeah. That lasted for about 12 years or so. And when it died, we replaced it with another one. That one died 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we opted for a simple countertop.
A cheap countertop one.
Just as an option so we could get moving with microwave stuff, because we do warm up a lot of leftovers in this house, and it's just easier that way.
And we steam our vegetables in the microwave.
Yeah. But Sherry is missing some of the counter space. So
And the light and the vent
Over
the stovetop.
Well, come to find out that the microwave that died the second time needed to be unplugged as well.
Yeah.
So that's why there's no vent and no light. So we're opting for a new microwave. We went shopping for one yesterday, but it just coincided with me trying to use the countertop microwave on Saturday night to warm up my enchiladas. I pushed the button on the microwave and all of a sudden it started to like do some funny things on the display. And then I heard a lot of crackling coming from the electric plug on the wall. So I immediately unplugged the microwave.
Oh no.
Come to find out, the plug died.
The plug on the wall died?
The plug on the wall died.
But the ones next to it are fine. It's just the one on top, the far left, that plug unit with the two plugs is dead.
Is dead. So
Tom tried both of them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Fortunately, Tom was able to plug in the microwave into another plug and it works fine.
Okay.
But I was really concerned over the crackling. I'd never seen anything like that before.
Yeah.
I'm trying to kill our
the house on fire.
I'm trying to kill our microwave after 16 years and I can't. I'm obsessed to getting this microwave that Miss Landis has.
Yeah.
And I can't kill this thing. If I save my life, and I'm obsessed to kill it.
Yeah. Marianne Landis is a friend of ours.
Yeah, his coworker.
We have the new microwave coming and it's arriving tomorrow.
Oh,
it'll be
wonderful.
professionally installed so we don't have to worry about a thing.
Are you getting the one that the light and the fan?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Above the stove, yeah.
Wonderful.
It kind of
Good
needs
for you.
to be that
Good
way.
for you.
And it's a GE, I think.
Now,
it's a
Is
GE.
it a GE?
I think it's a GE.
Or is it the Frigidaire?
No, we opted for the GE.
Okay.
And it's also stainless. So we are slowly transitioning from white to stainless in the refrigerator.
You know what was interesting? I asked the guy about the double oven because we're going to have to replace that before too long because I can't use them both at the same time because the bottom one will lock. And he found that odd. He couldn't understand why it would do that. At any rate, he said, if you go with another GE, they have a program whereby if the hole, because they're all standard, but sometimes the hole that it goes into is not the same size. So he said, if you buy a GE, part of purchasing a GE double range or double oven like that is that if the opening is too small, they'll
take care of the casing.
Yeah, they'll take care of shaving off some of the cabinet so that it will fit.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Yeah. So
that would be the way to go. Pennies, that's all.
Yeah. So new microwave coming tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and then I need to save my pennies for the new double oven.
Definitely. We skipped over See's Candies to go to the microwave story, but I wanted to show this to you. Doug and I, like we said earlier in the show, we went to San Francisco to pick up our friends at the airport. On our way, we stopped in South San Francisco on El Camino Real to visit the mothership for See's Candy.
This is the corporate office. This is the factory.
Is it really?
Yeah.
This is the factory.
This is the factory in South San Francisco.
It's just in South San Francisco and just right above.
And they have a store right there.
They have a store
at the factory. And on top, it's a tradition to put a big Santa on top of the roof.
So there's me.
At Easter,
it's so much fun.
They put a big basket.
Come on.
And they put an Easter bunny on top.
So they put a big Santa in a sleigh. I got the Easter bunny. You can't see the Easter bunny.
Well, let me go back. I'll just go back and you can see that.
I want to see the Easter bunny. So they on the roof. This is, like I said, the world headquarters of See's Candy in the factory. The place is huge.
Do they have outlet prices?
He said that the prices are cheap.
It was interesting because I found that the pound of candy there for like a mixed box was only $31 a pound. Where in the stores and the malls and things, it's around $35 to $38 a pound.
Yeah, wow. He said it's. I wanted something dark chocolate, but everything was milk chocolate. I wanted to get a decorated egg they do by hand. But yeah, they plop a Easter bunny on there, and the whole store is just nothing but Easter candy.
Yeah, right now the whole side of the store inside is nothing but pastels and
These are these
lots of milk
giant
chocolate.
eggs. I mean, well,
And Doug was
Well,
disappointed because everything was milk chocolate.
I was sad.
yeah. Well, I've got that. Remember when we went during the pandemic, we went to a C's store after Easter and we got those cute little baskets?
Yeah.
I have mine in the fireplace with flowers in it.
We have our basket is under the tree.
He will show that.
You'll see that in a second.
But they have those kind of, they're chicks, and there's eggs, and then an egg tin.
But yeah.
And then there are more eggs.
Lots of pastel everywhere in the shop.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, it was really cool. And then they're going to bring them back, or it's the new flavor, their coffee scotch mellow.
Ooh.
Yeah, I saw the sign. I didn't know if you took a picture of it.
I did not.
But the only thing we got was their mini mug. It's 10 ounces instead of their giant tub of coffee. So they created a smaller mug that just came out this week.
We don't drink hoddles of coffee.
No, I don't drink tub o coffee. But they have so that's like the factory.
Joe,
I mean, there's not much.
Joe,
prices are not.
Their chocolate eggs are amazing too.
Oh,
that's something that I had not seen too. The strawberry cream lollipop. So
that's
yeah. But yeah, they've got
it's a small. It's very small.
Rounds there. They have the Easter,
nothing's on sale.
The little milk chocolate Easter eggs there, and the Easter bunnies, and yeah, it's all good stuff.
And just about a block or two up is Little Luca, a great sandwich shop. So it's literally right by the San Francisco airport. I mean,
those bunnies remind me of
right there.
Those bunnies remind me of the ones that I got at Home Goods that look like wrapped candy.
Yes.
Like wrapped chocolate candy.
Thanks, Wilma.
Thank you, Wilma.
Okay, so
that's us going to C's Camp. I finally got to go to that stupid store because that was driving me nuts.
I wanted to just talk briefly about this one. Airport drama. There was no drama at San Francisco Airport if you don't consider major traffic getting to the international terminal.
Again, we haven't been to San Francisco Airport since 2002.
But I'll tell you, the police were great there. They were hissing at people to keep moving. It was great.
People are stupid.
And they would whip out their little ticket books to say that they were going to write someone a ticket. And then as soon as they did that, people would move away. Anyway, we got to the airport and we were thankful. We were there because we were picking up our friends who had been visiting London. They were there for a concert on Thursday, which was a hologram ABBA concert.
I bet that was fun.
Oh, they had a blast.
It was only supposed to be like a month or two. Now it's going on for years, and it's going to be permanent. Well, what happened in London?
Right now, they say that the concert's going to go on until January of next year. It was supposed to end this month.
No,
wow.
May of 25.
But they extended it like 7-8 months.
Yeah. So what happened in London Heathrow on Friday night, or Thursday night our time? A massive fire. These power.
The substation
in London.
The substation outside the airport. And then the backup substation also blew up. So there were fires everywhere.
We thought they were not going to come home yesterday.
I told them, check your flight schedule, see if you're going to... They were flying United. The thing is that United only had about 4 or 5 flights going in and out on Sunday. So that wasn't really an issue. The airline that had the problem was British Airways because they had hundreds of flights that were having issues with. Anyway, we went ahead and had the whole thing with, we checked with them to make sure that.
Well, before we woke up on Saturday, they said we were boarding the plane, and didn't think that was going to happen. Uh-oh.
Yeah, they froze, so they're coming back on. So their airline flight, they managed to get on. There was no problem with their flight.
Yeah.
And
they were on a Boeing plane, a 777 that didn't fall apart.
As a matter of fact, when they got to the airport, they said it was very quiet and calm.
Oh.
You would have never known that there was a fire that had shut down the airport the day before. So,
yeah, because they thought it was going to be chaos and lines of people. They get to Heathrow, and it was practically dead. And they just get on their plane, and off they flew back to America. So we got to hear all the story. They said, what drama? Yeah, and we're hearing about, big, London and everything. And so, yeah, we got to hear about all of our friends in London and Heathrow. But they're safely home. And dealing with the week, but they're good people, and made us get out of the house and drive far.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, the last thing on the list we have here is Easter decor. And I want to show you what we have going on here. First of all, this is the Easter decor that we put out.
It goes above the mantle. It's a loofah wreath.
Yeah, the weekend we spent taking Christmas decor off that fireplace.
That has bubble lights on it. It had to come down. I was very sad.
And we went ahead and put up some of the Easter decor there. And then this is the coffee table in the family room, or the great room. Alabaster eggs from Williams-Sonoma.
God, those things are like...
Oh gosh, I've had those over 20 years.
They're like 20 years old.
Yeah, I love them. And then this is our Easter tree. This is the tree that's normally for the shiny bright tree, but we decorate with all the stuff for Easter on this particular tree. We have a lot of fun with the eggs that are hanging and all the different ornaments that we have. It's fun to decorate this one. Once this one is done, we'll strip the tree again after Easter, and then we will use that as a depository for any ornaments we get during the year, because Christmas for us starts September 1st. The countdown to Christmas is coming soon.
Can you believe it's 9 months to Christmas Eve?
I know. Cannot believe. Okay, Sherry is saying, we're finding out what happened. Something happened on their end.
Oh, they had a Heathrow problem.
They probably had to reboot their computer.
They probably did, or electrical.
But they're okay. I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah, we like Easter. It's spring. Those are pastel lights. We do that tree that stays out year round and goes on that thing. The Lionel train goes around it. It stays in that corner for all year, and then we just decorate it. It goes. We didn't do Valentine's Day, obviously. Yeah. We didn't do St. Patrick's because I wasn't in the mood, and then we'll do Easter. It's up for about 30 days, 4 weeks.
But just like
and
Joe,
then it's going to be plain, and we're going to start going into the Christmas mode.
Our friend, the Christmas aficionado, is ready for Christmas. We are too.
We're thinking about the.
As a matter of fact, think about this. It is March 24th today. Next week, we are 5 months away from our countdown to Christmas.
5 months.
We'll start the countdown on September 1st. So that's just 5 months away.
Our house is back. We put everything away. The mantle's put away. We washed all the blankets. And so here's the garage. And so we're talking hyper organized. I mean,
these are the trees.
Really organized.
We put most of the trees above the cars in the garage. So they're hanging on those shelves. And then around the perimeter of the garage, we have the totes.
Floor to ceiling.
You will see there QR codes on every tote that we have for the big ones.
Yeah, we have a noonie.
Yeah, it's a whole organized idea of what's going on with the...
So that's got to get moved. More totes, more trees. So we're hyper organized. But yeah, we put away all of Christmas 100%. We even washed all the blankets in the throws and put them in the vacuum bags. Everything is sans Christmas for only 4 months.
Let's celebrate TV is saying, does that mean we can do a countdown Halloween? I would not say, can you do it? I would encourage it.
Well, we start Halloween.
No. That's for them.
Oh, yeah, they could do that.
Do your countdown to Halloween and let us know what's going to happen with it. So glad to see you back, Bet and Sherry.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's weird. We don't know what's happening.
I thought it was a Heathrow problem. Your electrical.
It says I'm connected.
Now it is.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
But
fine.
Yeah.
We're up and running.
Those QR codes tell me exactly what's in each tote. So I can just scan it and it'll tell me what's there. Or I can just look at the list and I could put in a word search and it'll find it for me on our list. All totescan.com. It's wonderful.
When Easter gets put away, we'll probably only have 90 days or less of just nothing in our house that's not holiday related.
And Jean's right. Yeah, we need a forklift for all the holiday stuff that we have.
Yeah, and 2 full sedan cars can fit in our garage with all this Christmas crap.
We'll have I'll have all my spring stuff up, which I posted on Instagram and Facebook. So if anybody's interested, they can see all of our home decorations there.
Yeah, I thought the pictures were really nice.
Oh, thank you. Ben took
a lot of carrots, though, but it was very, very nice.
That's Sherry's bailiwick.
Ben was very shocked because I said, I think I'm done with carrots because there really isn't anything new I can do with carrots unless I want to make a big one for a front porch.
Or a body pillow.
A body pillow.
But the carrots had pretty much, I mean, I think I've done everything I can think of to do with carrots.
Okay. Well, that's it for art decor anyway.
Yeah, we're done with Easter. I like Easter eggs. I'm not too big on the bunnies because they can be creepy and too childlike.
But the bunnies that we do have are peeps.
They're
just
cool.
like the one between us up on the shelf. So
I've got a lot of bunnies.
Yeah, the ones behind us too.
Yeah, I mean, bunnies could be cool if you find the right bunnies. And they're going to be in chocolate.
So we'll take another quick break here, and then we'll be back with a sampling of some food. You're watching PTV Live. We'll be right back.
You're gonna make it after all.
You're watching PTV.
What do you do with hot dogs besides boiling them or broiling them?
Ever try rolling them?
What?
With wiener wrap from Pillsbury. See? It's fresh dough you roll around the hot dog.
It's easy.
Sure, just pop them in the oven. While the wiener wrap bakes, the hot dogs cook up plump and juicy.
Honey, you're terrific. You even make hot dogs taste great.
Well, I had a little help.
Wiener wrap turns plain hot dogs into something special.
Wiener wrap. Do you remember that, Ben?
No.
You don't remember wiener wrap?
I do not remember I don't remember that product. I remember people doing that type of thing, but I don't remember that exact product.
I just thought a wiener wrap, that's like a condom, it was really bad. I'm glad they got rid of it because it would not work.
I'll go ahead and give that a Dougism.
Oh,
wiener wrap.
God. Just, okay,
Okay,
enough.
all right.
Go on to the food.
We have to mark
right.
this show and go back and pull things out of it for the end of the year.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we have something.
I don't remember.
We have something to show.
I'm starting.
Don't start yet.
Let's
get to it.
So I can't play with my food.
I told Doug.
Put it down. Put it down.
No, put it down. All right. Now we have oh my goodness, I put it in the wrong spot.
Okay. Look what you did again.
Yeah, I know. I just have to find it, so let me I guess I didn't put it there. Sorry, everyone. I thought I had placed it already, but let me find it for you because we have a video for potato salad here, and I want to show you exactly how we put it together because this particular one is an interesting recipe.
Potato salads, there's a lot. They could be really good. I know you guys have yours, which is your family and your flavor. But this one, I wanted to be super different.
Yeah, definitely. So
I saw a technique done and I made it my own.
There we go.
We used the little potato people.
Yeah, we get these little potatoes in 3-pound bags at the Frugal Hoosier, and Doug roasts them. We got the tricolor one because it looked interesting.
So I wanted the roasted potatoes with the Maillard reaction. So they were all roasty and kind of, not really crispy, but they're roasted. So they have that roasted taste to it. Then I do eggs. Okay, this is not their family's, your guys' potato salad.
Right.
I like mine loaded. I like olives, pickles, celery, onion, eggs, lots of eggs.
And in this case,
and roasted potatoes.
Yeah, so Doug just adds the roasted potatoes to this instead of cooking and
it's
cutting
amazing.
them up.
It's amazing.
We just used roasted potatoes instead, and it was it ends up being a delicious thing.
Just roasted potatoes and mayonnaise.
So he then puts in, of course you want to mix it up always. So
then I squirt some sandwich lube on it.
Mayonnaise.
Everybody loves mayonnaise.
That's some Best Foods mayonnaise, and then he also adds Kewpie mayonnaise for a little sweetness to that.
I'm almost done.
So,
but yeah, that's what mayonnaise is called. It's called sandwich lube. You need to lubricate your bread for your sandwich.
And always, as you're going about, mix as you go. So then you start adding other things, like in this case, French's yellow mustard.
Yeah, sorry, people. I don't do Dijon.
Well, we do Dijon for specific recipes, but not for the potato salad. Then we added
put the yolks in.
Yeah, you got to put the egg yolks there. Incorporate those into the salad as well.
That's why I would do my macaroni salad. I don't know why.
He put in.
Yeah, I don't like big chunks of egg whites in my salad.
Yeah.
Oh, you do? I like chunky eggs.
Fresh
I don't.
pepper.
That's why I mash them finely.
Oh, you're a masher finer. That's right. Your guys' egg is.
Yeah, and then the last thing I think you put in was some.
Got a little excited in the paprika, but didn't change anything.
So you just mix it up.
It's like devil food. It was amazing. I mean, I couldn't stop eating it.
Yeah.
But it's just roasted potato salad. And we have some. This is what's left over.
That's what's left.
I mean, it even smells roasted.
And Doug was very excited about it. Here you go.
Yeah, I have to have a potato.
And yeah, we've got. We did add some dill pickle. We added some. Did you add dill pickle juice to this one?
No. I only use sweet pickles.
Sometimes we do add brine.
That's the macaroni salad.
That's very good. But
I just roasted with olive oil and some garlic salt.
This is just roasted potatoes.
Big fan.
Night with chicken.
No, it's Wednesday.
I mean Wednesday. Wednesday night.
Jim, I agree. Add pickle juice to the potato salad. Thank me later.
Oh, I know.
It is very good stuff.
This you didn't want to sully it up that much, though, because generally
I use capers in Alex. I use capers in my Puerto Rican cooking.
Ooh, I like the idea of adding capers to it, though.
I baked today, actually.
Yeah, she's going to talk about. You have yours.
We actually talked about doing a chicken piccata, so you need capers for that. So
yeah,
Sherry, you said that you baked.
I was
today?
on the freeway driving when I'm like, "Oh, I can."
I did. That. Oh, it's a pound cake, and it weighs like a pound.
Well, it actually has a pound and a half of butter in it.
A pound and a half of butter, yeah.
This thing's gonna kill me.
And it's a cherry almond cake.
Ooh.
It's a recipe I've been wanting to try.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sherry. We have a question here. Janie, did you use Yukons? Actually, they're mini potatoes, and I believe some of the mini potatoes are Yukons in there.
There's some are Yukons, some are red, and some are purple. It was a tricolor. And we have no problem with eggs here.
What about the other?
Our Costco has floor-to-ceiling eggs, and they're very cheap.
No, because they all go in layers.
So what was this? This was a pound cake or
a pound?
It's just a bundt cake.
A cherry almond bundt pound cake
made with a box cake.
By the
mix?
way,
no.
Let's Celebrate says that chicken piccata are next episode. They cooked it live yesterday on their show, and it looked absolutely amazing. So that's what got me thinking we need to make chicken piccata. It's been a long time.
No, it's from scratch. It took a pound and a half of butter and 3 cups of flour, 3 cups of sugar, cherry pie filling.
Where's the almond?
Ready to eat this.
Where's the almond?
It's in the flavoring. I didn't have any slivered almonds to put on top.
Yeah.
But is it just extract, or did you actually put marzipan?
Yes.
Oh yeah. No. It's just the extract, but it adds a nice flavor to it. That's
it complements cherries.
Yeah.
Oh,
Almond
that's
and cherry is very complimentary.
and now my whole mouth is coated with butter.
And then I did the glaze with butter, powdered sugar, and some half and half almond extract and a little salt.
Well, Sherry, if you can get that recipe to me so that we can make one.
Where did you find it on the interwebs?
And then we can post the
I've
recipe.
had it saved in my Pinterest recipe file for a long time.
Wonderful. Let's go ahead and do that then.
I want to make my cherry almond scones
I want to
again.
make a cherry almond bundt cake now and cherry almond scones.
Well, we cherry chip. We still have boxes of the cherry chip that I made for yours, but Ben's birthday.
Oh yeah,
I still want to.
Ben does love cherry chip cake.
What do you think,
Yeah,
Ben?
That's good. Really, really good.
It's really nice and moist.
Yeah, you see, that's the same thing. Bulk eggs. We get 30 in a box, and it comes out to about $4.50 a dozen right now at Costco.
Yeah, we don't have an egg problem. I know everybody's freaking out over
This cake
it.
took 5 eggs.
5 eggs.
5 eggs.
That's an expensive cake now.
Yeah.
It isn't. Everybody's freaking about eggs.
It's
We're all fine.
it's fine.
It is.
That's only about $2.
It's really good.
So this is what I thought of the Hallmark movie. This is what I thought of our drink. This is what I thought of our food.
And right now, eggs are $3.49 a carton at Trader
It's
Joe's.
nothing, yeah.
Very good, Matt. Thanks for that.
Not bad.
Thanks for the heads up.
I forgot what's at the fruit
Well,
freezer,
but that potato salad, I'll tell you, that was amazing.
I needed it for the absorb all the alcohol.
If you have any more questions about that, feel free to send us an email or a DM on any of our social media. If you want to send us an email, it's peppertreevilla@gmail.com.
The potato salad is whatever is your favorite potato salad. Just roast your potatoes. The mini one.
But we recommend.
I can't tell you the recipe because it's.
We definitely recommend roasting the potatoes because that was amazing.
Potatoes. Yeah, it really has the Maillard reaction of the roastiness to crispy. Just like when you roast anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just big on roasted vegetables and roasted food and roasted this and fried, not fried, but just really charred flesh. I just grew up and haunted boiled potatoes. I mean, boiled vegetables. I hated it. As you get older, you can eat your own food and make it the way you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're actually doing corned beef for Bible study tomorrow night, and we're going to do our cabbage roasted.
Yeah,
I like to roast it. Either cut it in wedges or in steaks, and then just put some olive oil and salt and pepper on them and roast them. They're delicious that way.
I'm gonna give Jeannie a little bell saying no Miracle Whip.
No,
thanks,
Jeannie. Pennies are good old fashioned. Hellman's are best foods. I like those.
Our dad loved sandwich spread.
Yeah, he did. He loved Best Food sandwich bread.
It's not Miracle Whip.
No. It was Best Food
they
sandwich
still
bread.
make that. You know that? They still make that sandwich spread.
Mix of ketchup and mustard and relish, I think.
Yeah.
And then he would make sandwiches out of potatoes. He'd fry potatoes and put them between 2 slices of bread with mustard. Not gonna lie.
He loved his potato sandwiches.
Carb, and more carb.
Yeah, but they were delicious.
Definitely. I agree, Joe.
Miracle Whip is gross now because I made a Jell-O concoction that had Miracle Whip as its topping. It was disgusting. It was not the Miracle Whip. And come to find out, I found the recipe that I would eat Miracle Whip in the 80s and maybe in the early 90s, but it was the 80s. It's not the same. They completely changed the recipe.
Yeah,
it's vile. I mean, it's poison. It is so disgusting.
Well, Ben, what's happening on Life with Ben this week?
This week, I am sampling the McValue menu for breakfast at McDonald's.
Oh,
there are a few items that I opted for. What?
You have not gone to McDonald's yet with this little venture.
No, I have not. No, this is the first episode that I've done for the value options at McDonald's. That'll be Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
I actually showed him value items at Applebee's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we should. Speaking of that, we are testing Jell-O recipes tomorrow. We will let you know. As a reminder,
this one's going to have bean sprouts in it.
Next week, Let's Celebrate TV will be joining us at the beginning of our show to celebrate the year of Jell-O.
Yeah, our next Jell-O salad.
They will be making the same Jell-O salad as us. They're testing it out tomorrow to see how it turns out. You're not going to want to miss this one next week.
All I'm going to say, it has bean sprouts in it.
Yeah, and by the way,
we're going rogue on that one, Ben.
Let's Celebrate has their show on Sunday afternoons, 3:30 p.m. Eastern, 12:30 p.m. Pacific. Don't miss them because they're very entertaining. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight for this episode of PTV Live. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was quite the... Oh, that drink was amazing.
Yeah, it's actually gone to my
What's your
head.
guys' drinks? Where's yours? Oh, you're still nursing?
You're still nursing mine?
Oh, yeah. You guys...
I'd finished with mine and it's gone to my head. I'll tell you, 2 ounces of gin. Wow.
You're light.
Wonderful.
Yeah, Tom will finish mine. I've had enough. I hadn't had anything to eat since about 11 o'clock this morning, so this one went straight up.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. We're gonna have so much.
Thank you all.
Now, don't leave because we're going to be sticking around here for the moment of groovy. You're going to see some of the things that we did this week, as well as some of the decor that we took down and put up.
It's very depressing.
It's also entertaining watching.
It was very depressing. I'm like, we have to record it. I'm like, we have to record me being sad.
But we'll be back next. We'll be back next Monday night with another episode of PTV Live, featuring Let's Celebrate TV, as we continue the year of Jell-O. Everyone, thank you so much for watching tonight. We know you have a choice of what you can do on a Monday night. We thank you for spending a little bit of that time with us. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
And you've been watching PTV Live here on Pepper Tree Villa. Everyone have a magical evening. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
It's time for your moment to groovy. Good night, everyone.
Night.
Ciao.